Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. Again, it's your girl Lavender with Jazzy. And y'all, I was debating on doing this and I kept this to myself for a good long time. As y'all can see by that title, by that thumbnail, this is a story time about on how I hallucinated off of a lace weed called K2. Here we go. So y'all, this is my first time doing that when I was in my 20s, like mid 20s or early 20s per se. Don't know what time or age. But I know for a fact I was living with my sister at the time. So being me, in my early or middle 20s. So my sister's friend came over. I don't know him from a can of potato worms, of course. He was selling drugs, weed, whatever you want to call that. Of course, Chantal knew him. Don't know how well she knew him or of him. But I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was green. I'm green, so I don't know nothing. I'm just like, okay, la 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 la. So I was like, okay. So he was there. We were cool and kicking it. I was doing my own thing, like I always do per usual. So we were at the table. They were talking. Da, 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 da. I don't know if she was already smoking or drinking. I can't remember because it's so many years ago. But we were in Silver Springs at that time. So yeah, I was still, very, very young. Mind you, I'm 29 now. Yeah, so I'm almost getting old. My last year's in my 20s. I'm going to be my 30, dirty 30. Hey! Okay, here or there. So I took out $40 just to give him $40. Think nothing of it. Thought nothing of it. So mind you, I don't know how to roll, so I just had to self-taught myself on this, and yes, the weed was loose. So yeah, it took me some time to understand how, because my ass was so slow that I didn't know what to do. So I had to crumble the weed down. I mean, lick the little, I think it was backwoods, because I don't do those sheets. I don't do those paper sheets. They really hard to roll. So I did the backwoods from the gas station. I get them. And I just cut it. I did it. I rolled it, sprinkle all that crap stuff, whatever you did, what you do. What you put on that stuff. But mind you, I don't smoke. I don't do that. But I wanted to try, just to see, where it's at, just to get my tolerance up, because I was starters. I was just starting out, and I wasn't on no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing at the time. So I was just freshly doing everything, starting to do everything on my own. So I did everything, rolled it up. They were talking, doing their own thing, and I took the weed and the lighter in the house outside. Hi, Papa. Y'all, my son wake up. Hold on. So I went outside. I sat on the steps. Started to light the J. Of course I did. I light the J. Smoked. Chilling outside in the steps. I smoked maybe one or two puffs, and I was chilling. Then everything started hitting, okay. I don't know what happened after those one or two puffs, because I only took one or two, not 3 or 4, 1 or 2. So after those 2 hits, it just hit quickly, okay. So I said, hold up, something ain't right. My ass went back inside running into the bathroom. Sat down. I started freaking panicking. I'm like, oh my God. What's going on? After this 2 pop, I felt like, okay, I felt like something was wrong with me. I'm like, what just happened? Not a minute ago, I was fine. Now I'm in the bathroom in this situation. So I was trying to paint my head around, like, what happened? Like, I was good. Bless you, baby. My son just woke up, by the way. So after that, I just felt really off. I started just to panic. Like, okay, I don't know what was going on. I kept opening and closing the door. I just, like, I heard things. I don't know what I heard, but I just heard things. I don't know if I said something to them or not. I couldn't remember. All I remember was, I just didn't feel right in the bathroom. I felt like I did call the police or 911 on myself. I don't know, stupid, but it did actually save my life though, because let me tell you, let me get into the details. Let me tell you, after I called the police, everything happened after that. Everything went crazy. So after I called the police, I just started to, go crazy. Like, I mean, I knew something was wrong, but I just didn't know what the heck happened. Like, I should have been fine. So I went out the bathroom. I said something was wrong to my sister and her friend. I don't know. They were just so calm and cool, collective. I'm like, don't y'all see me here, like, in this state? Like, I explained to them, like, something is wrong. They told me to calm down, chill, breathe, relax, sit. I did all that. Still nothing was happening. So, like, I said, I gotta go, because I am not going to be in a state. Not at all. Like, the police was coming. Don't know how long they're going to take. I'm like, oh, my God, please. They're trying to calm me down. So I was calming down. But I'm like, no. Like, I felt like I was dying, for real. Like, I was shaking real bad to the point where, like, Lord have mercy. What did you guys give me? And my sister was like, she took it. It was fine. I'm like, for real? So you not in a situation like me? So you good? Are you sure you took it? Are you sure? Because if you knew what that was, you would be in a state like me. So I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. But, I mean, I was thinking that. But, at the time, after I got good, I got everything, I was thinking, okay, maybe she didn't take it. Maybe she wanted me to take it, because I'm pretty sure she already knew what it was. That was before I got better, before everything, was good and calmed down. But in that situation, I wasn't thinking nothing. I was like, oh my God, please. Like, no, I told them, I'm bleeding. I felt like all my blood was just dripping down. Like, no, I had to get out of that house. And once I got out of that house, I had my pants on, just my pants, my undies, of course, like my undies on my bottom, my pants, and I had it raw. And my ass, lie to you not, I ran, and it was nighttime, by the way. So, of course, there was people outside, a few people, not all, but I was running on the sidewalk, just running straight up and down, acting like a crazy fool, like, don't know what just happened. Like, for real, it was just hectic. I didn't know what I smoked. I didn't know what was in it. I didn't know what happened. I had to make sense of it. But, yeah, I had to make total sense of it, because it's just scary, because I could have lost my life with this. I really could have. And it was just scary. People were looking like, this girl is crazy. I'm glad they didn't videotape me doing this. I mean, they could. I don't know to this day. But it's just scary, because I was running, like, for my life. I was almost a few inches away from the street. I'm glad there was no cars running through and out, because I would have been, boom, gone. But luckily, I turned around and I just ran. I thought, or I think I did ask for help, but I was just totally out of it. I was like, you know what? Last thing I remember, or I remember certain things, I remember the ambulance came. They were just checking me. They went up to where my sister lived. They were like asking questions. What happened? Why is this girl this and this and that? The lady girl who works with the EMT, whatever that ambulance said, oh, you guys are wrong for doing that. And they closed the door. Well, I was out there in the state of mind. So I was in an ambulance going to the hospital. I was in and out of whatever. I was just going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep, waking up. Like, I was out of it. I was gone. But yeah, and then I got to the hospital and yeah, I don't know. I was just really, really shaken bad. I was down bad, y'all. And it's crazy because I don't know if my levels were going up. I was out of it. You know, before that, let me go back. So when I told y'all I was running outside in the dark and there was a few people out there just walking, doing whatever they want to do. Well, I was running. I was also hallucinating too. I was seeing things like, you not. I was seeing things like that was really scary. I was seeing things. I was like, hold up, what the hell? I was like, this shit is crazy. I was seeing things, y'all. Are y'all serious? Like, I was really fucking terrified. Like, bro. I was like, hold up. And it was crazy because after they treated me at the hospital, I woke up, and I was, looking out there was a room and there was windows. I was looking out there, I'm like, oh, my God, I thought I died. For real, though. This is no lie, no joke, no nothing. I was staring like a crazy mental person. I'm like, I never in my life abused or used or anything. This is my first time doing it. So, how did that happen? And the nurse was like, so, we're going to send you to this program where people, get help for addiction or use drugs and alcohol. So I'm like, hold up, that's not me. That is not me. But I said, okay, fine. Maybe it could help me, not to do it again or, just learn from what I experienced. So I went, and it was only for a week. I got out July 4th, the day of 4th of July. So I met a lot of pretty cool people in there. They were battling so many issues, going through so much you don't know of. And it was unsettling. It was creepy and crazy. I just thought I wasn't meant to be there, but maybe I did because, at that time, I don't know. It could be beyond that. And maybe people who were trying to kill themselves. I don't know. But that was not me. So, whatever, here or there. But I met a lot of people there. I had my own room, my shower. They gave me meals day by day, whatever, how long I stayed there for 7 days. So, yeah, meals, good. One girl said that pill, they be putting stuff in my food. I'm like, hold up. I was like, they putting stuff in your food? I was like, my ass had to eat it anyway. I'm like, okay. But bless you, honey. I'm like, man. But I met pretty cool people there. I mean, genuine people that just, needed support, love, help, And they did tell me their story. So I was like, oh, man, that's crazy. I met this one girl. We were in touch. But I lost her contact so many years. I hope she's doing fine. But she was really cool, down to earth. I met people there. I don't judge people because I don't want to be judged myself. But being in that, it taught me, it taught me a lot. You don't know what people are going through, and you need support. I mean, and it does take, a lot to change because it's not easy. And, and trauma. Ugh, ugh. But, after I got out, I was like, okay, I got out. I'm like, you know what, fuck this bitch. I'm okay. My stupid self went and smoked again, trying to get my tolerance up after I went through that whole mess. I'm like, haven't I thought about, haven't I just went through what I went through? I haven't learned shit yet. I was thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? So after I went to this person I linked up with, I smoked and my stomach was not feeling well at all. So he had to take me home. I'm like, he was like, maybe smoking is not best for you. You have to find something different. And I'm like, yeah. So he dropped me off and he went about his way. So maybe smoking isn't good for me. So, like, yeah, after all that, I just stopped. And after a while, I came back smoking a little bit just to build a tolerance, because I'm not as much of a smoker or a drinker. I mean, I drink occasionally, but smoking, I don't do that. And if that's what I was trying to do to get my tolerance up because I was a beginner, then I guess that ain't for me, Bucky. But through this process, I will not trust a soul, because you or anybody that sells, we don't know what y'all put in it. We don't know what is, we're smoking on. We might know the name and we might know, but for real, for people who want to get a quick buck and just sell it, y'all are really messy, because you're playing with people's lives, because it ain't safe. And I'm gonna hold myself accountable, because I don't know what the heck, I don't know. I never should have bought it, but it happened. But moving forward, we all gotta be cautious of what we buy, because at the end of the day, it's our lives on the line, and we do know that. But at the end of the day, we're always gonna do what we're gonna do. But I'd rather have my life than be 6 feet under. And rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, because it's just sad, because we lost a legend. We lost someone that was really near and dear, important to us. So I'm letting my story be heard. I've been holding this in for a long time. It really hurt me, because I expect more out of my sister. I wish she was there by my side, but because we're we're not close, but I love my family regardless, but we're just 1 year apart. We're both Pisces, but yeah. We all have our, ups and downs, but I expect her to be by my side when I'm going through this, but then again, in a sense, I probably don't know. But I expect more from her, because, yeah. So I feel like that I just don't like it at all. So I can tell you, family is the worst enemy. Family is the worst enemy when I tell you that. Watch the company you keep. Watch things you get from people. Make sure you test it. If you don't, make sure, just do your research, because it's between life and death, and we don't want nobody else getting hurt or laced with something. And let me tell you, K2 side effects are deadly. And that's a fake synthetic drug or whatever, weed. And and you can hallucinate, you can have seizures, you can have kidney problems. There's either death or stroke. Those are the side effects. And I'm glad that I only had hallucinations. And out of that side effects, it just made me more heights in situation. It made me have more panic attacks. It just made me really anxious. After all that, after I got clean, after everything in this situation, I experienced panic attacks, anxiety disorder. I experienced all that. I had to take medication just to, relieve myself, or just whatever I went through from that trauma. It's just crazy, because now that I'm good, I still have my moments, here and there, but I'm better now before I was better then. So I'm just saying, you can't trust your family, you can't trust strangers, because you don't know. They might be plotting on you, I don't know. But I'm glad I'm alive, and it still stick to me to this day because I feel some type of way, but I'm still moving forward. So I'm just telling my story. Like, don't do drugs, people, because drugs will result in death. Like, stay off of drugs because it's nothing but trouble. It's nothing but heartache. It's nothing but time wasted. Like, drugs is the enemy. Drugs is the enemy. Say, Roro, drugs is enemy. That's the wake up face for you. All right, y'all. With that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave those comments down below. You're rocking with Lavender with Jazzy. And y'all, we are out on